Hello everyone, myself Navneet Kumar Singh and I am teaching you heat and mass transfer for great examination. So my dear students, let us feel the concept of convection heat transfer. So we have seen the momentum equation and we have analyzed that there was momentum diffusivity they were using, that is kinematic viscosity was coming into the role. Now let us see if I will compare that fluid transfer and heat transfer inside the inside the boundary layer, my dear students, because we are only discussing about the boundary layer. Okay, so what will happen? So when I will compare, I will have a Prandtl number. I have already told you. So let us see those two equations I have written on that time when I was defining the Prandtl number. So now we have seen the momentum equation. Let us see what is your energy equation, or we can say the conservation of energy equation in fluid mechanics or in heat transfer, combining both. So the conservation of let us see the conservation of energy equation, my dear students. So this will become equal to how much? Let us see. So if you will see the conservation of energy equation, what will happen? Let us see, my dear students. So let us study conservation of energy equation. Let us see conservation of energy equation, my dear students. So we know that energy is always conserved. Okay, we know that the energy is always conserved, my dear students. So energy is always conserved. Okay, it may be transferred from one form to another form, but the energy will be same. So let us see, if I have again a boundary layer, my dear students, let us say this is your plate. Let us say this is your plate, and some fluid is flowing over the plate in this direction. Let us say some fluid is flowing which is having some temperature T infinite, having some velocity u, my dear students. Okay, and this fluid I am assuming that in y direction this is also having some v velocity, my dear students, some v velocity. Okay, now this is your x, in x direction that is having u velocity, in y direction that is having v velocity, my dear students, v velocity. So let us see, now what will be there? Again there will be development of boundary layer, my dear students, transition zone, then turbulent boundary layer. So that is laminar boundary layer, my dear students, that is transition zone, and that is a turbulent boundary layer. You have seen so many times now. So what is happening? So what I am taking is I am assuming a small element from this, or I am taking a small element which is having this length to be dy, this length to be dx. Okay, and I am considering it to be control volume. Okay, so let us understand this concept clearly. So from this energy is always conserved, we can say that energy entered in control volume, that is the important note, my dear students. So energy of control volume, my dear student, is equal to energy of control volume with respect to time. So energy accumulated inside the control volume with respect to time. But what I am assuming is that first assumption I am taking what? That our flow is steady state. Flow is steady state. That means properties will not change with respect to time. And I am also considering two-dimensional flow. My dear students. So that means the energy of the control volume with respect to time will become equal to 0. Yes or no, my dear students? Energy of the system will become equal to 0, of this control volume will become equal to 0. Yes, sir. Now what I will have? Let us see. Now what I will have? Let us see. So I will have this control volume, and that energy in minus energy out of control volume will become equal to 0. So this is your fundamental equation for this derivation. Okay, is become equal to 0. So let us consider this element out. Let us consider this element out, my dear students. Let us consider this element out. So I am having this element. Let us see here so that space will be available. So this is your dy, my dear students, and this is your dx. This is your dx. Okay. Now what will happen? That there will be some energy in the x direction, my dear students. There will be some energy in the y direction in. So that there will be some energy in at x. There will be some energy in, or we can say mass in at x, or similarly energy in y, energy in at we can say y, inlet at y, energy outlet at y, energy out at y, my dear students. Similarly energy out at exit, that is in x direction, that is in x direction. Y means I am considering the directions, my dear students. I am considering the directions, my dear students. So similarly, so some mass will be there. So there will be some mass will be there. Yes. So let us take mass out in y direction and mass out in x direction. In x direction, my dear students. So like this, there will be something like this. Okay, let us analyze this completely. So this will be the case, my dear students. So that is mass inlet at x and energy. Also there will be some energy due to mass at y direction. At y direction, let us take it because it is simple. Y direction. Like this you will have for this control volume all the energy, my dear students. Now let us see. So how I can take the energy of inlet at inlet? So energy can be transferred by what? Energy inside control volume into control volume can be transferred by heat, work, or other functions, my dear students. So first of all, understand what is happening inside this control volume. That heat is transferred by the plate inside that control volume, and also fluid is coming and taking that heat out of the control volume. Okay, so this is the main principle. What is happening? That energy conducted in the fluid is equal to energy convected out of the control volume due to this mass, my dear students. Due to this mass. Now let us see. So what will be the energy in the x direction? So we can take energy along the length or along the stream is given by how much, my dear students? That is given by mass of that stream in this direction, particular x direction if I am considering, and energy of that stream per unit mass, my dear students. Energy of that stream per unit mass, my dear students. So what will be? That will be the total energy in x direction, my dear students, if I will consider. So let us take, if I am having a stream function in this direction, so can I use the steady state equation? Yes, I can use the steady state equation. So what will be the energy at inlet, or we say what will be the energy of a streamline? So energy of a streamline will be given by energy of a streamline, or we can say simply the stream, energy of a stream along the flow per unit mass will be given by, that is, let us take energy of stream is equal to, that will be enthalpy plus kinetic energy plus it will be having some potential energy, my dear students. Yes or no? So, and this will be nothing but your enthalpy. Okay, I am considering because work will be taken into consideration already. Heat is also taken into consideration already. Okay, and I am neglecting the magnetic effect and electric effect, my dear students. So what will happen? So if I will see this stream, what I am doing is I am neglecting the changes of kinetic energy and potential energy changes. I am neglecting, that is I am assuming them equal to 0. So that energy of stream will become equal to how much? This will become equal to H only. Let us take it first equation, my dear students. Now let us balance all. Let us balance all the parameters. What will happen? Let us see. So you already know that u is the inlet velocity at the x direction and v is the inlet velocity in the y direction, and all other velocities you know, and mass flow rate you know easily, my dear students. So let us see what will happen. So let us see. So now if you will consider this to be, so this will become how much? Let us see. Now let us do the energy balance. So if I will consider this energy in, what will be the stream energy inside this, my dear students? So I can take that energy in minus energy out in x direction. X direction will be given by what? This will be given by energy of stream, mass of stream at inlet minus, and I am considering the steady state, so mass will be same. So energy of steam at inlet minus energy of steam at outlet. So what will be the energy of steam at outlet? This will be given by E inlet plus del by del y in the x direction I am considering into E multiplied by dy, my dear students, multiplied by dy. Similarly, if I will consider in the x direction, this will be what? This will be given by E plus del by del x into E into dx. E into dx in this direction, my dear students, E into dx. Now let us see. So this will become what? This will become m dot es plus del by del x of, because I am considering the x direction, this will become m dot es into dx. Yes or no? So directly from here I can cancel out the terms m dot es, m dot es. Why? Because I am considering this, so it will be cancelled out, and that is only for the x direction, my dear students, x direction. So we will have the remaining term to be minus of del by del x m dot es into dx. So this will be your first equation, my dear students. Similarly for y direction, can you calculate for y direction? Yes. What will be the energy for y direction? So energy in minus energy out inside the y direction. In the y direction, my dear student, in the y direction will be given by same. So that will be m dot es, or mass flow rate in the y direction we will take then. Okay. Minus of m dot es. Let us take it y direction. Let us take it x direction. X direction, my dear students. That is y direction. Y direction. X. So there is no confusion, I think. X. That is in the x direction. That is in the y direction. Plus of del by del y of m dot es in the y direction, my dear student. In the y direction into dy. So similarly this term will go, and I will be having this term only, that is del by del x of m dot es into dy, my dear students, into dy. Let us combine all terms and put all the values. What I will have, let us see. Let us see, my dear students. So let us see. So if I will see in the x direction, what is the mass flow rate in x direction, my dear students? That will be given by what? Mass flow rate in x direction will be given by rho into u into rho and that velocity u into area. What will be the area? Dy into 1, my dear students. What will be the mass flow rate in this y direction? Mass flow rate in the y direction will be given by what? Rho into v into dx into 1, my dear students. Dx into 1. Let us put all the values here, and value of es So what is ES, my dear students? We have already seen energy of the steam per unit mass. Per unit mass, my dear student, that is watt per kg. So this is given by Cp into T. Let us put all values in the equation and let us combine all equations. So total energy flow, total energy in control volume. Control volume will be given by what? E in of x direction, that energy, change in energy in x direction, plus change in energy in y direction, my dear students, and this will be given by equal to minus of del by del x into mx. So mass flow rate in x direction is given by u, that is rho u, and that is dy multiplied by 1 multiplied by what is the energy flow rate in this direction. So this will be given by Cp into T, if T is the temperature, my dear students, multiplied by dx plus minus of, so that minus is already there, let us take minus only, minus of del by del y, so that is del by del y into rho v dx into 1 cpt multiplied by dy, my dear students, and this all term is equal to 0. This all term, because energy of the control volume is equal to 0. Now let us take the common terms out and let us differentiate this. What I will have, let us see. So I will have something in this. So I am taking rho out, I am taking dy out, Cp out, rho out, Cp out, and dx out. So what I will be left with, let us see. So this will become 0 equal to, or we can say the energy, that is the total energy due to the mass flow rate. So let us not put it equal to 0. Let us have this. So delta E, that energy will be given by, that energy in minus energy out will be given by, due to mass, energy in minus energy out due to mass in both directions, that is x and y, will be given by rho I am taking out, and also I am taking what? Cp out. Okay, when I will take that differentiation inside, there is u, my dear students, first term, second term is your t. So let us differentiate with respect to u and t. What I will have this will be del u by del x. So t will be constant at this time, or let us take t is constant and this will become del u by del x. Then u will be constant, this will become del t by del x into dx dy multiply by 1. Okay, similarly minus is already there, then minus of rho Cp, same for the y direction, my dear student, t of del v by del x plus v of del t by del x, my dear students, v of del t by del x into dx dot dy dot 1, my dear students, and that total will become equal to how much? Let us see. So let us see. So energy due to mass or change of energy in control volume, change of energy in control volume due to mass, and you must remember what is occurring here, convection is occurring, because mass will take heat and will go. So convection is occurring, my dear students. So that is nothing but the energy due to convection. Okay, and that is in both directions, x and y. That is for the total control volume, my dear students, total control volume, and this will become equal to energy in minus energy out due to both, that is x and y direction, and that is due to mass. We have calculated. This will become equal to rho Cp, minus of rho Cp, my dear students, minus of rho Cp. Okay, energy in minus energy out of due to x and y. So this will become something like, because we have added the terms, so minus must be here. Let us see this. What will happen? Let us see later on. So let us take the temperature term one-sided and this term one-sided. So this will become rho Cp. So let us take minus out, minus of rho Cp dx dy and 1 side. Same term, my dear students, plus of the same terms, and this will be the remaining. So this will be t of del u by del x plus del v by del y, my dear students, del v by del y. but this term is already is equal to 0 due to continuity equation, you know this. So the remaining term will be this only. So this will be the remaining term, multiply by u of dt by dx plus v of dt by del t by del y, my dear students. Let us see. Now, that was energy due to mass, my dear students. That was energy due to mass, and minus is already there. Okay, now. So if I will talk about the energy which is, that is the energy convected. Now let us see the energy conducted in the control volume. So if I will talk about the heating, if this is your element, so there will be again, that is your dy, that is your dx. So there will be some heating, energy due to heating in x direction. Yes or no? Let us say this is qx, and let us say that qx plus dx is coming out. Let us say this is qy, and let us say qy plus dy is coming out in the y direction. So can I calculate qx? So qx is given by Fourier's law of cooling, that is Ka. Let us take per unit area, or let us take the area also. So qx will be given by what? dy into 1 multiply by del t by del x, or dt by dx. Okay, this is qx. What is your qy? Qy be taken like this, minus of k dx into 1 dt by dy, my dear students. dt by dy. So the rate of energy, or we can say that is your control volume. So the energy conducted in the control volume will be given by, so energy conducted inside the control volume, control volume will be given by what? That energy in the x direction, energy in x direction, energy out in x direction, my dear students. So what in both directions, that is your x and y completely. I hope you have understood this concept. So this will become qy plus delta y plus, or qy plus, or let us take x first, qx plus qy minus of qx plus del x plus of qy plus del y, my dear students. Yes or no? So the remaining term for this, if you will expand it by Taylor series, you will have qx gone. Let us see, qx plus qy minus of, that will become qx plus del by del x of qx into x, qx into dx plus qy plus del by del y of qy into y dy, my dear students. So qy will go, qx will go. So you will be remaining with minus of del by del x of qx dx, del by del x of qx dx. What is qx? Minus में k dy 1 into dt by dx multiply by what? Dx, my dear students, plus minus, or that will be minus of del by del y of minus k into dx into 1 dt by dy, my dear students, multiply by dy. So what will be there? Let us see. So this will become equal to, so this value will become equal to, I am taking the constant terms outside, and this value will become equal to, let us see. So the total energy due to conduction will be become equal to, due to conduction it will become equal to, or change in energy due to conduction of the control volume will become equal to how much? So I am taking this term out, so this will become how much? This will become plus, minus plus, k I am taking out, dy dx and 1 I am taking out, so this will become k of del square t by del x square plus k of del square t by del y square multiplied by dx dy multiplied by 1. So this is your equation second, and this is your equation number first, my dear students. Let us equate both the equations. When I will equate both equations, what I will have? Let us see. So equating both equations. So equating both equations, what I will have? Let us see, my dear students. So equating both equations, my dear students, what I will have, let us see. So this is your equation, my dear students. Energy out minus energy in we have taken, or energy in minus energy out we are taking in the both terms. Okay, no problem. Let us see. So this will become, this equation is equal to this. So let us put all the values, and this will become equal to minus of rho Cp dx dy 1 multiply by u of del t by del x plus v of del t by del y, v of del t by del y is equal to, because this term has already become 0, is equal to k of del square t by del x square plus k of del square t by del y square, my dear students. So rho Cp is already there. So this will become something like this, my dear students. Okay. Now energy in minus energy out we have taken, and this was equal to something when we have balanced the energy in the x direction. So rho Cp have gone, and we was just left with this term. This is total energy will be energy in minus energy out. So energy due to mass, that will become minus my rho Cp dx dy. Okay, this will become equal to how much? Let us see. So let us see, as the total energy convected inside the fluid will be equal to, or we can say, let us take a note here. Total energy convected by the mass in control volume is equal to total energy conducted inside the fluid, my dear students, conducted inside control volume, my dear students. So what is the energy conducted inside the control volume? This is the energy conducted inside the control volume, my dear students. And now let us equate both these equations. That is the energy conducted inside this, and this is the equation, my dear students. Now let us equate both these equations. What I will have? I will have some final equation that will be rho Cp, because dx dy d1 this will go, and I will be left with what? I will be left with rho Cp, and that minus will be neglected because of what? Because one fluid is fluid is gaining heat, gaining heat, and one surface is losing heat. Let us see. Now this will become rho Cp multiplied by u of del t by del x plus v of del t by del y is equal to k. I am taking out, so this will become of del square t by del x square, my dear students, plus del square t by del y square, my dear students. So this will be the equation, because both these terms will go. Now if I will take rho Cp this side, this will become what? This will become mu of your u of dt by dx del t by del x plus v of del t by del y, my dear students, is equal to k of divided by rho Cp. This will become del square t by del x square plus del square t by del y square, my dear students, and this is called your alpha. And as we have seen in the y direction, the temperature gradient is less compared to in the x direction. So we know that dt by dx is much greater than dt by dy, my dear students. So that's why I will neglect it. So the final equation will become u of dt by dx plus v of del t by del y is equal to alpha del square t by del x square, my dear students, del x square. So also what I have done is I have neglected, I have neglected number one, electrical effects, magnetic effects, my dear students, magnetic effects, and also number third is your viscous dissipation, my dear students. But if viscous dissipation is given, means journal bearings, that generally happens in case of journal bearings, my dear students. There you cannot neglect the viscous effect. So generally the viscous effect is given by twice of del u by del x whole square plus del v by del y whole square plus of del u by del x plus del v by del y, my dear students. Del u by del x into del v by del y, my dear students. That is whole square. Okay. So you can consider this if viscous dissipation is high. But finally, this will be our energy equation. My dear students. And you have seen that this is your energy equation, and you have also seen your what? Momentum equation, my dear students. What is your momentum equation? Let us see. So momentum equation gives you what? U of del t by del x. Del u, that is u into del u by del x plus v of del u by del y is equal to nu into del square u by del x square, my dear students. And if you will compare both these equations, you will have conduction and convection together, and this will give you the Prandtl number. What was your PR? That was nu by alpha. So from here, that Prandtl number is taken into the consideration, my dear students. Okay. So like this, hope your concepts are built like in the complete level in your convection, my dear students. So this was up to in the energy equation, my dear students. Thank you so much.